What's up, dude? What are you watching?
Naruto?
That's not Naruto.
What are you talking about? This looks exactly like Naruto.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Alright, do you know what an ecchi is?
You mean hentai?
Ecchi.
Hentai.
Ecchi.
Hentai.
Do you see any pixelated dicks on the screen?
No.
That means it's an ecchi.
So what you're telling me is that's a hentai.
You know what? Fuck you and your man voice!
I'm sorry. There were no female voice actors available.
Ice, drip, white, wrist, bad, bitch, she, fit, whoa, 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 yeah, hey.
The ecchi genre is a genre that a lot of people watch for obvious reasons. And it's the only real genre that no one really talks about, only on the internet, for obvious reasons. But before we get into the ecchi genre as a whole, we have to take a look at each individual ecchi. There are different layers or levels to the ecchi genre. There is the basic ecchi where you just see panty shots, cleavage, random ass pans up the leg. Then you have the more advanced version where girls are half naked. Their natural clothes is half naked. You get into more sexual scenes quicker. Then there's the more advanced version of that. That's when girls' clothes get ripped off, nipples are shown, and things start going down. Then you have the more extreme version of ecchi, which is borderline hentai, which shows everything but a pixelated dick. There's not a lot of good ecchi anime out there. There's only, I'd say, like 2 handfuls of good ecchi anime that are out there. But one of the first shows that I ever watched that got me to watch other anime wasn't ecchi. That's what I really got into anime watching. Not even half of them are up to par. Now, being someone who watches a lot of ecchi anime, you start to see a cycle every single show that you watch. In most cases, the show has no real story. It's mostly ecchi driven, which is kind of expected when going to a show like that. But also, if there is a story, the story means nothing, it's not important, or it's just mostly boring. And the most mistake that they make is, so when you're watching anime, the main reason you're watching that anime is for a story for you to watch so you can get connected to the characters. What an ecchi does mostly mistake on is not making the characters important, so you're not really attached. All you just see is a big titty bitch. I want to have a story behind that big titty bitch. Like, I'm trying to have some real connections to the characters. So when you make a show that's just strictly boobs and that's it kind of leaves you, it kind of makes you not want to watch the rest of the show. There's so many anime that I've dropped because the show was just super boring and the characters were bland. All I saw was just ass. A nigga has feelings, okay? A nigga has to have his feelings catered to. Okay, I'm not just trying to go into a show to get my dick hard. First sight of the show, obviously, is because my dick is hard. On the other side of that, after going into the show, you obviously want some substance. You don't just want, you know, empty fan service. The story has no line, it has no linear path. One episode is an intense battle, all right, you're having mixed emotions, feelings are really riving up in your body, and then the next episode is a beach episode, has nothing to do with a previous episode. When they do that, it just completely detaches you, pulls you out, the immersion's gone, things are just unnecessary. But in other cases, they are done perfectly. Now, there are obviously a bunch of shows that do this super well, that have a great story. They integrate the best scenes, they integrate all the ecchi moments into at the right time, so that you're not pulled from immersion, you're actually pulled in. And they use that sexual content not just to get your dick hard, all right, to get your heart pumping. Okay, there's a whole bunch of shows that do it. They have the great story, great mixture of everything. Things are not done stupidly. Of course, obviously, all anime that are ecchi is gonna have some cringy moments, so there are gonna be some, like, I feel like if an ecchi anime were to be rock solid, it should have the story first, then build on the story with ecchi. Now, obviously, you can't really judge ecchi off by itself. You have to incorporate other genres to make it better, like action, drama, obviously romance. If you don't have romance in the ecchi anime, what the fuck is the point of watching? And also making the ecchi scenes subtle, so when something's going down, I like ecchi shows that when you're watching it, you're not afraid to be like, yeah bro, come watch, like, yeah, her titty just got popped out, you know what, hey. Something like that. I don't want to have to walk in and be like, I can explain. Basically, what will make the genre much better, which is, the genre is already good, it's amazing, that's why I got into it, okay, that's why I got into anime, period. The genre is amazing. If they want to really, like, push it to the far limits, they have to get all those good anime that they've seen expand on that. That's what they've been doing with the isekai genre. They've been getting stuff from those shows, incorporating them into different shows, and now we got 2 bangers. But the edgy genre overall is an amazing concept, obviously. It may seem like there's more negatives than positives, but those positives, when a show is done well, it blasts off. Most shows that do this well are super popular, and you never see an ecchi show with multiple seasons, except for the ones that do it perfectly. And those ones that do it perfectly, it's a masterpiece.